Let me be really clear about something here so everybody can hear this. You do not need to be rich to look like you are. Now, of course, you can go spend a lot of money if you want to, but I'm telling you right now, you don't need super high-priced outfits to look expensive or to look like a man of value. It's about carrying yourself well, paying attention to the details, and looking like you've got your act together. And don't think of it so much as a fake it until you make it situation. You can absolutely look like $1,000,000 without spending a lot of money. And like I said, you can go spend a lot of money if you want to, but you don't have to. So let's get into it. I'm going to get into all the fashion stuff in just a second, but I want to start with carrying yourself like an actual man of value. Now stick with me on this one because you could be wearing the most expensive outfit in the world, but if you slouch, avoid eye contact, and fidget, people can sort of sense a disconnect. And the thing is, men who look like they're worth $1,000,000 move through the world with purpose. Not ego, not insecurity, but sort of a quiet confidence. If you pay attention, you'll see it. They stand tall, chest open, and chin level. This basically reads, I'm grounded, I'm secure, I'm confident, and I'm here. So move through space like you belong. Walk with a quiet confidence and don't rush unless you need to. Frantic movements sort of give off a nervous energy. But when you slow down, pause before you speak, and use smaller gestures, people can feel that you have composure. One more thing on this, and that's to not overreact and try to dominate the conversation. Don't laugh the loudest or try to win the conversation with like the best story or the best experience. Stay calm, observant, and thoughtful. All right, with that out of the way, we need to master some of the basics now. So here's the deal. Every dude over 40 who cares about style and looking good should own a white dress shirt and a light blue dress shirt, a medium wash and a dark wash pair of well-fitted denim jeans, a few neutral color polos, some navy, olive, and tan chinos, and a versatile jacket like either a Harrington or a bomber. Also, stick to neutral colors like black, white, navy, gray, and then various shades of brown. This way, you always look put together and everything just goes with everything else. The goal here is simplicity, because simple and well executed always looks good. And if you need to fill some gaps in your fall wardrobe, check out today's sponsor, Kufandi. In the past, I've made videos showing a bunch of their stuff that I've got on Amazon because it's like they have something for just about everybody. And every time I'm surfing Amazon trying to find some new clothing items, I always come back to this brand. And seriously, even long before I had the opportunity to work with them, I was already buying some of their stuff. Now I'm gonna list their website down below and feel free to surf around and find some things that you like because I just seriously feel like they have something for just about everyone at pretty much any point in your life. And most of you know by now that I'm really into the polished casual or sort of the business casual style, and a lot of their items fit that aesthetic really well. And also, on a side note, if you're a NASCAR fan, they're sponsoring the number 20 driver of the Joe Gibbs Racing team this year. And just a few weeks ago, I showed you 3 polos that I got recently, and I've been wearing these things actually quite a bit. I'm wearing this one right now. And the cool thing is, they're nice enough that you can dress them up as well, right? So something like this would be great for a dinner date or a nice night out. And because the cooler weather is coming, you need to go check out the sweaters and the lightweight jackets like this bomber and this blue sweater. As you can see, very versatile and very polished, and once again, the price is right. Guys, hit that link down below in the description right now and use the code to get a special discount off your entire order. Don't wait though, go surf their site and grab something today. Okay, now we need to talk about your footwear. Shoes matter more than you might think. People look down and they notice. So nasty and outdated shoes can ruin the entire outfit. I might suggest 4 to 5 different pairs of shoes to cover almost any situation. Starting with white leather sneakers for everything casual. They're super simple and they go with everything. Then some casual loafers in a light or medium shade of brown. Then a pair of dress loafers in dark, like chocolate brown. If you're not a loafer guy, that's fine, I get it. You don't have to worry about that. But I would still recommend getting at least one of those two. then a pair of dress shoes in medium or dark brown, and then 1 pair of boots in a style of your choice. So altogether that's 5, but call it 4 if you only have that 1 pair of loafers. Another way to look like $1,000,000 is to dress in monochromatic outfits. So this is basically wearing everything in the same color family. So think about wearing like a black sweater and dark gray, charcoal gray pants. You can also do blue trousers with the blue sweater. You can also go with different shades of brown, like say light brown or off-white pants and then a medium brown sweater. And one bonus tip for you, on the subject of color, I'm gonna drop a link down in the description to the Canva color wheel. I've talked about this quite a bit in some other videos, and it's definitely worth checking out because it's totally free. You basically select a color, then select the tone, and then use the drop-down menu to find other colors that match. Now here's something that tends to get overlooked quite a bit, and it's your accessories. You don't need a lot, but maybe just 1 or 2 sort of high-impact items like a nice analog watch and a nice belt. If you're into jewelry, that's fine. Maybe a small chain and then 1 additional ring, but just keep it understated. Something else that matters is your wallet. Now remember, you don't need to carry every single credit card you own in some giant thick wallet if you're just gonna go out to dinner. Just grab what you need and then use a slim, like maybe leather card holder instead of your giant George Costanza wallet. Something else that makes a big difference is your fragrance. I've talked about this before in other videos, but fragrance is like your secret weapon because it adds depth to your presence. You don't need to spend a lot of money, of course, but just look for something clean, masculine, and also not too bold. Look for descriptive words like woodsy, citrusy, spice, and fresh. Now for me, I spray 1 on the back of my neck, and then 1 on my upper chest, like right about here, and then 1 on each side of my neck. And sometimes, sort of optional, like 1 on my wrist. What I'll do is I'll put 1 here and then pat and hold. I don't smear it around, I think that ruins the top notes. Press and hold and then let it go. Because when you smell good, people lean in and that's pretty powerful. Now one other thing worth mentioning is that looking expensive isn't just always about what you're wearing. It's also about your environment. So keep your car clean, keep your nails and your beard trimmed, keep your home and your workspace organized. Because when people see that your world is in order, they assume that you are too. A man who looks in control of his space always comes across as higher value. Again, this doesn't cost you anything. It just takes a little discipline. And listen, one last thing. If you made it this far, you are definitely one of the true legends. So hit that like button to let me know you made it this far. And please consider subscribing if you're not already. Thank you very much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.